Episode of Real Estate Roasts, where we look for the most expensive, coolest, or plain darn weirdest houses for sale online. Today we're back on Zillow and we're in the United States, and we're going to try and find something from a random state that I decide when my mouse stops moving. Here we're going to look at Illinois, which I'm assuming is going to bring up lots of stuff in Chicago. So ordered from price high to low. The first one is a $33.1 million 76-acre lot. We're not going to dive into this one, but this one looks quite well located. It seems like it's right on the outside of the city. Somebody from Chicago, let me know whether that's a decent value plot or not for 76.1 acres. But we're not going to look at that. There's quite a lot of lots for sale. Lots of opportunities to build something for lots of money in Illinois. But we're probably going to look at this absolute beastie one here in Burlington Street, Chicago. 6 beds, 11 bathrooms, 25,000 square foot. Let's zoom on this bad boy. It looks like it's actually quite near the city, this one. It's going to be very interesting to come in. Yeah, it's right in the middle of the city, right near, is that Lake Michigan? Is that what that is? Yes, my American geography pays off a little bit better. So just under $30 million. Let's dive into this one. So what have we got here? It's a very French European classical style build, built in 2010. It's a very classical style for 2010. Let's be honest, it has 3 garage spaces, and your mortgage payments would probably be just over $200,000 a month. Let's look at our facts and figures here. 3-car custom attached garage. Be interesting to see how they attached a garage onto this style. More parking. Very much a car lover's house by the sounds of it, this one. Classic European elegance. Yeah, very Parisian style. Formal dining room. Gated motor court. Custom. Yeah, there's got to be some car action going on here. Let's be sure. So 11 bathrooms. Limestone facade, European elegance, cut marble from the French Pyrenees. Yep, it's very much a French house just being plopped in the middle of Chicago by the seams of it. Second level, it's got a handsome library, music room, chef's kitchen, because obviously you're going to have a chef, you're not going to be cooking for yourself like some kind of chump. And more, lower level, which is 5,000 bottle wine cellar, people, 5,000 bottles. Yeah. Got more millwork, including moments of gilded and French polish. Oh, it goes on. 22 karat gold and platinum hardware throughout. Perfect for large scale entertainment, yet intimate for everyday living by design. Now, this is one of the things with a lot of these expensive houses. They don't feel like you'd actually live in them. But hopefully, judging by this, you might actually want to. So it's been on Zillow for 35 days and already had nearly 60,000 views in the last month. That's an incredible amount right there. Let's see what we're dealing with, and looks like it's another Sotheby's special. So this one should be legit as well. Let's dive into the pictures and have a look. As we said, classical French style right here. Nice patio, nice terrace on the front. Looks like you've got an actual terrace up on top on the second level as well, hoping you can access that from some of the bedrooms maybe. Well manicured lawns, you're gonna need a gardener. 83 pictures. This is either going to be a long episode, or we're going to race through this one quite quickly. Nice fountain there with an outside pond, probably not a pool, looking at the colour of that water. That's a very French style entranceway there, those wrought iron gates leading to that. Is it filigree? Is it filigree on the gates? Not too sure. Moving back through, another view of the outside. Another view of the outside. Again, reinforcing this French elegance. Oh, that's a nice picture of the manicured gardens at the front. I'm assuming this is the road right here from the entranceway. So you should hopefully be well connected. It looks like it's fairly central, but who knows? Let me know if you've seen this house in person, because it looks like hopefully it'll be near a big city for you to have seen it. More of the gates, more of the artwork and design in the stone around the doorways. Another view of that garden. Looks like quite a nicely pointed front garden. As we move through, there's the pergola where you can lounge when it's nice. Is the weather in Chicago always that nice? Looks like a glorious day. They took the pictures at least. Oh, some nice frog fountains. Love a frog fountain going into the pond there. As we come straight up to the terrace, that's a bit of a strange transition from this listing right here. Don't know whether we'll be able to zoom in on some of these pictures because they're looking quite small here on the Zillow. So we go through again out here on the terrace. Loving to see the grill set up. You've got to have a grill in your picture if you're trying to sell to me. And this outdoor chimney place looking pretty fancy. Lots of outdoor seating. So it is going to be an entertainer's house by the looks of it. Again, nice sofas, nice views, large terrace. It might actually accommodate 100 people, unlike that previous one we looked at in New York. Nice, not overlooked too much. This one's quite interesting in this house next door with this very Romanesque style on the top. Coming through, your log burning stove. Another view of the terrace from another angle of the house. I guess overlooking the road at the front. Your well manicured front garden by the seams of it. And your pergola again. Pergola in the dark. Front from slightly different view than that other picture that we looked at before. Another one of the pond from that view that we've already seen. Another slightly different view of that front and the terrace. Not quite sure what these are adding to the listing, but there's more pictures here and we like more pictures. Another view of the terrace from that angle at the top where it goes a little bit thinner. Oh, now we're inside. Look at that design for that entrance hall. Doesn't seem especially practical because you would assume that there would be at least some hidden storage underneath that stair to put some shoes or some coats in, but gonna hope and wish that there is some elsewhere and this is just for show. Maybe whack a piano down there, who knows. Another view from that entrance hall looking in, I guess, from one of the reception rooms. Looks like a secret doorway in here, so this must be either a toilet or some storage. That's going to be really interesting to see a bit more of. Another view back into that entrance hall again, looking down into what looks like a more of a formal dining room. Down the stairs, look at that. I mean, imagine waking up to that. You've got a little overlooking balcony, down your golden iron staircase. Sure, this is all your marble from the French mountainy areas. Come in a little bit more, another view of that lovely staircase, lovely staircase. There's a bar. There's an actual proper wood panelled bar inside your house. Going very classical club style here. Sure, there's plenty of bottles of nice bourbon, I would expect, behind there. Oh, this one's a nice better picture. You get a little bit more of a view. There's a bottle of Bailey's behind there, so I have a lovely bit of Irish cream. Slightly different levels. It's very interesting, these large houses where they have multi-levels, and the herringbone flooring seems to extend all the way through with these marble separators between the room. Very nice indeed. Oh, that's a hidden cabinet there with a picture of one of the members' families, who usually you'd expect that to be blurred out. Big old fireplace here. Looks more medieval, not particularly somewhere you could relax in as an actual individual. View into what I'm guessing is the chef's kitchen, because you're not going to cook for yourself. As we come through, yeah, gotta love the Wolf stove, straight in there with that, and what must be an absolute banger custom fridge freezer I'm expecting in over here. Marble worktop with a couple of chairs, but guessing it's just for your servants. Still, that's a lot of marble for just your servants, so you might be wanting to do a little bit of your own cooking in here if you want to as well. Nice sink. Nice to have a view of the sink. Yeah, this has got to be some kind of absolute banger fridge freezer. Nice view again of the kitchen, nicely appointed again. Not my personal style if I was paying $30 million for a house, but looks very nice. Through into what must be one of many dining rooms as we come. This must be on the first floor because it looks like the staircase has already come up here, and so it's very muted, very understated. It's not particularly overdone with the accessories, so it would be quite a nice place to entertain a few close friends in a more intimate setting. Random, slightly blurry picture of a corner where you've got a couple of pheasant ornaments there. I'm guessing this is for your butler to serve up some stuff before you come out. Tiny sinks, so guessing it's a wet bar near the dining room. Not quite sure what this one is. Again, nice little bird ornament. Not sure if it comes with the $30 million, but I'd expect to see it. We're pushing over 10 minutes already and we're barely halfway through this, so we're going to chunk through some of these very quickly. Some nice candles in what must be one of the sitting rooms. Oh, a nice wood panelled library right there. Gonna expect that to be an office for somebody doing business. Everybody likes a bit of business when you're buying a house this expensive. Can't even afford a desk though. You spent all the money on the wood panelling, so you've got to rest your phone on the floor. And I'm sure you'd set up a big Hoftin desk right here with some storage behind you. Very regal, very regal. I mean, who doesn't have what looks like a hallway so large to whack a couple of sofas in? Doesn't look like a particularly comfortable room, but if you just want to sit and converse in style as you're wandering around your property, why not? Go for it. Nice door, nice gold accents. I'm guessing this is the 22 carat they were talking about. Onto either the terrace or a Juliet balcony right there. Oh, that's a nice bit of accessory design. This is definitely got to be your 22 carat jobbies right here. You're paying for the elegant touches in this property. You're not paying necessarily for the volumes by the looks of it. It's a lot of rooms and it seems quite big from the outside, but it looks like a lot of the money has been spent on accessories, dressing it, the actual fit and finish. Now remember, this was only completed 13 years ago in 2010, so it's all going to be new, but the problem with that is that you're probably going to all fall apart at the same time, so the upkeep's going to be interesting for whoever buys it. Guessing this is your 5,000 bottle wine cellar, as you can see through there. If I zoom in a little bit, these pictures vary wildly in resolution, but you can see through there. Looks very classically French with a massive chandelier right there. And we get a little bit closer and you can see some bottles of champagne, sparkling wines, a couple of things wrapped in paper, which is always a sign it's probably something a little bit expensive. As we come back to what looks like a bathroom right here, his and her sinks and a baby picture right there to either the terrace or a Juliet balcony from your bathroom. Very interesting. Huge bath. Actually, I say huge. It probably isn't actually that huge looking at the size of the taps. Lots of marble involved though, lots of marble. Dressing table there. Sink, tiny sink. Hopefully your ablutions don't take up too much space. Oh, a zoom in of a tap. Look at that. Look at that design work on that. Again, what I was saying before, you're really paying for the fit and finish here. More marble pictures. Looks like a very nice dressing room. Another view of the dressing room from, looks like an ensuite. We've not seen the floor plan yet. Another 360 mirror setup here. It's got to be another sort of dressing room. Another sink. I'm guessing this is the hers to the his. Crystal chandelier. And we're back to the stairs set up. Some more handles. Some more fit and finish. They're really proud of this and I wouldn't blame them. Look at that view of the Chicago skyline there from the roof terrace. So this must have 3 layers of entertainment going on. So that's really interesting. And the view of the street looks like a nice neighborhood down there. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong on that though. And seeing it out there in the dark, lit up. That electricity bill is going to be ridiculously expensive, but looks really prestigious out there. Another view back through on the staircase. Another guy who's spitting out water there at the fountain. And those doors again. And that is your run through of all the pictures, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how to class this one. 30 billion seems like quite a lot for spaces that aren't particularly livable, but you are paying for what looks like exceptional fit and finish in some high premium materials. So let me know in the comments, based on other things that we've seen, is 30 million good for this? Is it good for Chicago? Is it good for a Parisian plop down in the middle of the States? Let me know in the comments. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next Real Estate Roasts.